Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, man, we're going to expose and, once again, hold LeBron James to a standard, because I don't know if you guys realize, which I'm sure you guys know, LeBron James missed his first game last night. So there goes the 82-game season that LeBron James was planning on playing. I plan on playing all 82 games. My goal is to play the 82 games. I want to play the 82 games. So I told you guys, LeBron James will do a lot of talking. He'll do a lot of lip service, man. That's what it is for LeBron James a lot. He does a lot of talking, but he don't back it up. His actions don't back up his mouth. And we've talked about this with the 82 games, and LeBron James missed last night. And we're going to talk about it because, once again, he fails to do or to duplicate what Michael Jordan was doing on the Wizards at age 40. LeBron James can't sniff it. And last night was more the same. He proved it by not playing in the game last night against the Portland Trailblazers. And we're going to talk about in this video, guys, real quickly. And you guys, I want to thank everyone out there, everyone across the world, everyone across the states, man. Much respect to all you guys. Like I said, man, shout out to everybody in Japan, everybody Australia, New Zealand, Mexico. Shout out to everybody in Spain, France, England, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands. Shout out to everybody in, like I said, Mexico. Shout out to everybody in South Africa, Sierra Leone. Shout out to everybody in Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to Portugal. Shout out to Romania. Shout out to Poland. Shout out to everybody out there, man. I don't know if anybody's in Antarctica watching me, man, or listening to me. Shout out to Antarctica. Shout out to Norway and Finland and, Ireland. And shout out to all you guys, Scotland. I don't know if people, anybody watching me out there, but shout out to everybody out there, man. Everyone across the states. New York, LA, DC, Chicago, North Kakalaki, South Kakalaki, Virginia, Florida, Texas, Massachusetts, Ohio, Jersey. Shout out to all you guys, man. Much respect, man. Thank you very much, man. I am truly humbled, guys. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, you knew I had to do a video talking about LeBron James and the 82 games that he's not going to play this season. We got to talk about this. We must expose this clown LeBron James, man. Because like I said, he's always running his mouth. He's always talking a good game, right? LeBron James will tell us to keep that same energy. We keep the same energy, but he don't like that. He has fans ejected from the stands. His fans are always crying and moaning. You got guys like Shannon Sharp always crying and moaning. And all these other guys, Nick Wright, they're always crying and moaning because we're keeping that same energy. But LeBron James told us to keep the same energy. Once again, saying something that he doesn't mean. This is why he'll tweet things and then delete them, right? That's not standing on what you say or meaning what you say or saying what you mean. He never does his things. Like LeBron James is not a grown man. A grown man says what he means and means what he says. He stands on these things. LeBron James don't stand on nothing, right? So he'll delete that tweet. Right, LeBron James will talk to us and tell us that he's a true competitor. Oh, I'm a competitor. You got to cut my head off and bury me 10 feet deep in order to beat me. Meanwhile, LeBron James walking off the court early. It don't take nothing but a 10-point lead to defeat you. You're walking off the court early. That's not being a true competitor. Look at LeBron James' body language during these games. He's not a true competitor, man. That's not being a true competitor. So once again, LeBron James talks a good game, but he doesn't go out there and do anything. Right? LeBron James told us to go back to our boring lives. Our lives are boring because we're not billionaires or we're not rich and we don't have a certain status. So he thinks our lives are boring. Once again, talking down to the common folks, man, because this is what LeBron James does. He doesn't respect us, but then he wants respect. See what I'm saying? He don't give respect out, but he wants respect. It don't work that way. So we've seen LeBron James talk a good game, right? He'll tell us that, oh, I could lead the league in scoring every year if I wanted to. You can lead the league in scoring every year if you wanted to, but you've never done it. You've never done it but one time in your career. You've never even led the league in anything but scoring once and assist once. But if you wanted to, you could do that. Once again, all talk for LeBron James. Remember this guy who told us that he has to learn how to flop because he's not getting foul calls. He has to learn how to flop because he's not getting foul calls. I want you guys to think about that statement and how insane it sounds for LeBron James to say that out loud. Oh, I got to learn to flop because I don't get foul calls. Meanwhile, you look into the numbers, LeBron James' team, they're always getting fouls. They get all the foul calls in their favor. So what the hell are you talking about, LeBron James? And talk about learning to flop. Dude, you're a flop extraordinaire. You're a flopper. You're a master at flopping. You have literally mastered the art of flopping. This guy flops without flopping. He'll get grazed and he'll go flying into the stands. How many times have you guys seen my man AOH put a videotape up of LeBron James in super slow motion, flailing, going flying into the stand somewhere, knock a drink over, knock somebody's popcorn over, and then you see the replay, And no one touched this clown. No one touched him. But he went flying into the air. He threw his arms up and flailed like an idiot. No one touched LeBron James. This guy is 6'9", 260. They love to promote his physicality and how tough LeBron James is. He does that stupid shoulder shrug nonsense because he wants you to believe that he's some tough guy. But you're flopping all over the court, dude. You're a goofball, man. Don't nobody respect you, man. Are you kidding me right now? This is LeBron James. Like I said, he's always talking a good game, but he ain't out there going out there and backing anything up, right? Remember, LeBron James also told us, oh, I don't believe I played for a super team. You don't believe that you played for a super team? Once again, you're not living in reality. Just like all of his fans, they refuse to live in reality. LeBron James not living in reality because this is the same guy that calls himself the greatest of all time every chance he gets. He'll say that the 2016 finals made him the greatest of all time, even though Kyrie Irving hit the biggest shot and averaged 27 points a game. LeBron James won't give any acknowledgement to his fans, to his teammates. He just talks about himself and promotes himself. He's all talk. You're not living in reality, LeBron James. How did Kyrie Irving doing what he did make you the greatest of all time? It doesn't make any sense, right? All the players that stepped up during that finals, LeBron James said that made him the greatest of all time. Once again, not living in reality. So LeBron James does a lot of talk, and like we said coming into the season, LeBron James talked about playing the 82 games. Oh, my plans to play the 82 games. My goal is to play the 82 games. I want to play the 82 games. So he talks a good game. He talks about playing the 82 games. He talks about being out there. And that's what he wants to do. That's a goal of his. And I told you guys what, that exposes him. If there's a goal of yours is to play 82 games, that's insane to me. At this point in time in your career, the goal is to play 82 games? Should the goal be to win a championship? Like, literally, that's what you should be out there at this point in time at 39, 40 years old. There should be no other reason why you're on the court except to win a championship. And in order to win a championship, you have to give the effort. That's why we say LeBron James ain't out there to win games. If he was really out there to win games, to win a championship, to be a true contender, a competitor, then he would be giving effort. He would be caring more. He don't care. He's not out there doing anything. Why are you not giving effort on the defensive end, helping your team help you? Because you don't give a damn about winning. It's about LeBron James and the numbers he puts up. That's what it's about. And he was trying to chase Michael Jordan, like we know he's been doing for years now, trying to chase Michael Jordan, even though he's nowhere close to Michael Jordan. He still hasn't passed guys like Larry Bird or Magic Johnson or Bill Russell or Tim Duncan or Kobe Bryant. He still hasn't passed these guys. So how the hell is he right behind Michael Jordan or chasing Michael Jordan? But we know that's what his goal is, to chase Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan is the standard. Once again, highlighting and showing that Michael Jordan is the standard. If LeBron James passed Michael Jordan years ago, like guys like Nick Wright will say, oh, he's been past Michael Jordan, then why the hell is LeBron James still chasing Michael Jordan? Why is he still playing then? Like, don't you think that if LeBron James, in his mind, felt that he had attained or surpassed Michael Jordan, then why would he still be playing? So once again, LeBron James gets exposed as not being a true competitor, not playing to win games, and out there just playing for the money and the stats. Literally out there for the money and the fame, guys. That's the only reason why he's out there playing. Because he's not chasing Michael Jordan the way that you would think he's chasing Michael Jordan, and he's trying to play his 82 games like Michael Jordan, but you couldn't do it. You couldn't live up to the hype. You couldn't do what Michael Jordan did. You've never done what Michael Jordan's done. You've never been a great defensive player while leading the league in scoring or being one of the great offensive players in the league simultaneously for years and years and years consecutively. You've never sniffed those kinds of things like Michael Jordan did. You were never the leader of a Michael Jordan and gave the effort in practice and pushed his teammates that way. You never did those things. You didn't sacrifice like Michael Jordan did to play in an actual system to help ingratiate his teammates and give them a consistent role. You never did these things like a Michael Jordan did. You didn't keep yourself in shape like Michael Jordan did. You didn't, once again, work on your overall game like Michael Jordan did. So we could point to different aspects of Michael Jordan's game. We could point to different points of his career, and you could clearly say that Michael Jordan never declined. He never stood around on defense. He never lollygagged. None of these things. His game evolved. It never declined. And that's why from year 3 to year 12, Michael Jordan can still lead the league in scoring at age 27 or at age 33 or age 34 or at age 35 as the oldest scoring champ in NBA's history, because his game never declined. His scoring didn't go down. It evolved. So yes, he wasn't doing the same high-flying act that he was doing those first 6-7 years in the league. He was more evolved now into a turnaround fadeaway jump shot, into be more precise and more precision, less dribbles, right? Less energy being expended out there on the court, but still being same effectiveness. That's Michael Jordan. That's not LeBron James. LeBron James is stumbling and bumbling out there all over the court year after year after year. Turnover after turnover after turnover. Brick after brick after brick. Never working on his free throws, so airballing free throws. Remember, LeBron James tried the closed eyes free throws. For whatever reason, he thought that shooting a free throw with his eyes closed would be easier than shooting with his eyes open. The man airballs free throws with regularity with his eyes open, but he thought that it would be okay or a good idea to try and do the closed eyes free throws like Michael Jordan did. So once again, you're chasing Michael Jordan, but you can't fill those shoes. He'll never be able to shine Michael Jordan's shoes in any of these aspects of the game. His greatness, iconic moments, none of this stuff, man. And what we know is, once again, about the 82 games is that he can't shine Michael Jordan's shoes because he doesn't have the heart, the grit, the toughness of a Michael Jordan. That's all this comes down to, guys. LeBron James don't have the heart, the grit to play 82 games. And I don't want to hear about his age because, once again, LeBron James has only played 82 games one time in his career. So he didn't play 82 games when he was 30 or when he was 31 or when he was 32. Right, I believe when he played the 82 games, when he was 35 years old, I want to say he was, when he played the 82 games, or maybe he was 34, something like that, when he played the 82 games, but only one time in your career. So it wasn't like LeBron James played 82 games the first 4, 5, 6 years of his career, and then all of a sudden he started to deal with a little bit of injuries and a little bit, nicks and bruises here and there, and he's been playing less games year after year after year. LeBron James never plays. He's always been load managing. Load managing is the key here. What injury, significant injury, LeBron James been dealing with? It's always some random injuries, excuse. So now he's dealing with the sore foot again. So now we're back to the foot. But just the other year, they said that he was supposed to get a surgery in the offseason for this foot. LeBron James never got a surgery done. So how bad is your foot? When Michael Jordan's first year in the Wizards, a lot of the teammates talked about Michael Jordan and his knee, the knee that he was dealing with. Right? They talked about, oh man, Michael Jordan was getting this shot in his knee, and he was getting this black stuff removed from his knee. This is what they talked about, the teammates. The black tar basically being removed from his knee. But what also happened, guys, when Michael Jordan was shut down? They shut down Michael Jordan with 30 games to go in the season or 20 games to go in the season. They shut Michael Jordan down. You know what happened when Michael Jordan shut down the offseason, guys? He had knee surgery. He had the knee worked on. So it wasn't just lip service or just talk about Michael Jordan dealing with a knee problem. He actually had to go and get a surgery done, a procedure done on his knee. Right? Those are the facts. LeBron James, they'll talk about the injury. Oh, LeBron James has been battling a foot injury all season. He's pushing through the pain. He's a true warrior. He has to get season surgery in the offseason, they were saying. This is how they were promoting this, the narrative. Never got a surgery done, though. And if you guys remember, LeBron James went and saw the LeBron James of foot doctors. This is what he called them. LeBron James himself called somebody else the LeBron James of foot doctors. I want you to think how corny that is, guys. Think about that for a second. He called this doctor the LeBron James of foot doctors. No one's ever called the LeBron James of anything. Have you guys ever heard Michael Jordan call somebody or refer to somebody as a Michael Jordan of something? Did Michael Jordan ever say, yeah, man, I went and saw the Michael Jordan of doctors. I went and saw the Michael Jordan of construction workers to help build my home. What? I don't remember this stuff. He didn't call Tim Grover the Michael Jordan of trainers. Yeah, I'm working with the Michael Jordan of trainers. That's why my trainer's so good. But this is what LeBron James said. Even though no one's referred to as LeBron James of anything. No one's ever referred to. I've never heard anyone say, oh, he's a LeBron James of this. Or he's a LeBron James. Why would you ever call anybody the LeBron James of? That doesn't speak to greatness or excellence. That's Michael Jordan. But LeBron James went and saw the LeBron James of foot doctors and healed him up right away. Remember, he said that the doctor told him that he had the fastest healing properties of any human he's ever met. Remember, he called himself Wolverine from the X-Men comics. You guys all know Wolverine has that superhuman healing ability where he could basically get shot, cut, stabbed, whatever it is, and he can heal, rapidly heal. This is what LeBron James was saying the doctor said to him. He can heal like no one has ever seen before. If that's the case, then how are you still dealing with the foot injury 2 years later? How is that possible if you heal like Wolverine? So once again, it's a narrative, guys. It's more lies and narratives. It's more lip service for the people surrounding LeBron James. More all these stories that they want you to believe about LeBron James. It's more excuses for LeBron James. You saw the Michael Jordan of foot doctors. He tells you you're one of the fastest healing human beings that he's ever met. But yet you're still dealing with a foot injury or foot soreness 2 years later? So obviously, calling him the LeBron James of foot doctors is accurate because he's not the Michael Jordan of foot doctors. Because the Michael Jordan of foot doctors would have LeBron James on the court and not worrying about dealing with any of this pain or soreness that they label it as. Soreness keeps you out of the game. You're a professional athlete, but you can't play because of soreness. And it ain't just LeBron James. There's a lot of these guys out here that are soft, that deal with soreness, that they can't play in the game because they're sore. What professional athlete is not sore? I don't understand this. That's what sports does to you. It makes your body sore. This is why you guys get paid millions of dollars to play a professional sport, because it's not easy on the body. But yet still you guys are always looking for an excuse, or you want us to feel sympathy because you're playing a sport, because you're sore, or you're dealing with some kind of injury or some ailment. You got to be kidding me, man. There are people out there in everyday life that deal with a similar kind of injuries, that deal with worse stuff. But they have to go to work every day. They got to take care of their families and do whatever. These guys don't want to show up to a basketball game for 82 games when they're getting paid millions of dollars. Work out there. There are people out there getting minimum wage to deal with 10 times worse stuff. Once again, this is why no one wants to respect these guys or get behind them. They always want to play the victim here. LeBron James playing the victim again with all these excuse injuries. Like he made the other day. Oh, you know, we're dealing with injuries to this guy. We're dealing with injuries to that guy. Every team is dealing with injuries, you goof. LeBron James, once again, you're acting as if everyone is 100% healthy. Only the Lakers are dealing with injuries. This is the attitude of LeBron James. This is the woe is me, the victim mentality that LeBron James has. Oh, woe is me. I have no help. I never have help. You never have help. No, you don't help yourself, you goof. You're the one standing around on defense not doing a goddamn thing. You're the one not pushing your teammates in practice. You're the one always crying and moaning for a trade or a free agent. The grass is always greener. And that's actually come back to bite you and to haunt you over the years. These are the facts here, guys. This is why the Lakers are always, or LeBron James teams, are always searching for something else. Every year it's the same thing. Oh, what moves can the Lakers make? What moves can they make? How many more moves do they have to make? They've made all these moves. They got a new head coach. That's not making a move. You drafted a good draft, a guy don't connect, a good draft pick. You got all these other players. You got D'Angelo Russell. You have an MVP candidate, Anthony Davis. You have really good role players like Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves. You have guys that in there that are stepping up, man. I don't understand it. It's always more the same. LeBron James not taking any accountability or ownership for the lack of consistency from his team. And what I tell you guys was going to happen if LeBron James missed games. Now, I talked about in this other video, that the Lakers are going to be just fine without LeBron James. And you guys see they won the game without LeBron James. And they won handedly. They were fine. They were competitive like I said they would be. But without Anthony Davis, the Lakers are not going to be competitive with LeBron James without Anthony Davis. And, you know, they'll make an excuse for LeBron James. Oh, Anthony Davis went down. Well, remember, LeBron James is being promoted as the best player in the Lakers. As the best player in the Lakers. So if Anthony Davis were to go down, why can't the Lakers win without Anthony Davis? If LeBron James is the second best player in the league, he's a top 10 player in the NBA still, you should still be able to be competitive without Anthony Davis. But they're not. And they're winning despite LeBron James being on the court with a negative 120, whatever the hell he is this season. They're still winning games despite that. And last night, they were better without LeBron James. Like I said, their defense was better. This is the second time they held a team to under 100 points and the lowest point total they've given up all season long without LeBron James on the court. That's not a coincidence, guys. Look at the amount of turnovers they had. Way less turnovers than they averaged without LeBron James there and his 4 or 5 turnovers a game that he's going to create, right? The shots were better because guys were spreading it out more, right? There was more spread out. Man, guys were taking shots over here. Guys were taking shots over there. Right? More players were touching the ball. There was more cohesion, right? And on the defensive end, like I said, they were just better on the defensive end because it was a collective. There wasn't one guy walking up the court. There wasn't one guy just standing there. They were all there together on defense, right? Defense is about not just individual, but team defense is very important in basketball. Everyone's supposed to be on a string, so to speak. And you're supposed to be helping each other out there, right? See the ball in your man. This is what he used to teach you as a kid. LeBron James don't never see the ball in his man. That dude's looking off into space. He's not even paying attention at the time. He don't see his man half the time. He don't see the ball half the time. He's not paying attention. He's blowing on his hands. He's wiping his chest. He's standing there waiting to collect a long rebound or something. He's waiting for someone to get the ball and give it to him. So LeBron James couldn't play the 82 games. We knew he wasn't going to play the 82 games this season, guys. Shout out to my man Uncut Hoops. We've been talking about this stuff, the 82 games. I'm sure he'll touch on this. So shout out to him. But we knew what was going to happen. He can't touch Michael Jordan. He can't touch him. He'll never be close to Michael Jordan. That's what we're alluding to. And this is just more evidence, another nail in the coffin, so to speak, that proves and highlights that what Michael Jordan was doing on the Wizards at 40 years old, LeBron James can't touch it. I told you, Michael Jordan received, I believe, 2 or 3 votes for the all-defensive team at 39, 40 years old in the Wizards, guys. LeBron James ain't going to sniff that. He's not going to sniff Michael Jordan's offensive rebounds. I believe he had 71. He's not going to sniff those. Michael Jordan's steal numbers, he won't sniff that. The block numbers, he won't sniff that. He just won't do it. He's not going to give the effort. Michael Jordan played 37 minutes a game. He gave that effort out there on the court. LeBron James can't sniff that kind of effort. And that's why we laugh when LeBron James said he was on trying to play the 82 games, because he's trying to emulate and be like Michael Jordan. But you can't be like Mike, because you ain't got the heart of Mike. You ain't got the grit of Michael Jordan. You ain't got the mind of Michael Jordan. You just don't have it. You don't have the love of the game like Michael Jordan. You're not a true competitor like Michael Jordan. You ain't got the leadership of Michael Jordan. And all that has been evident and has been exposed over the last several years with LeBron James, man. And him, you know, like I said, trying to do the 82 games. Oh, I'm going to play. Remember, just a couple games ago, they were saying we're rethinking LeBron James playing 82 games. And then all of a sudden now, he got foot soreness. So they're rethinking 82 games, and now he has foot soreness. You see the excuses here, guys? It's more of the same, more of an excuse. LeBron James always got an excuse why he can't do this, why he can't do that, and he can't touch Michael Jordan. The durability of Michael Jordan, the longevity of Michael Jordan, LeBron James can't sniff it, man. Can't sniff it. And I don't, you know, something else I want to mention real quickly. I've seen people, I think it was Shannon Sharp, say something about, oh, Michael Jordan took off, you know, when he went to go play baseball. So they'll use that as, oh, Michael Jordan took a break. I want you guys to understand. Once again, you guys need to look into these things. You guys don't know. You're just talking. And Shannon Sharp should know better than this. Go look at what Michael Jordan was dealing with when he went to go play minor league baseball, guys. I want you guys to go look what he's dealing with. There was a documentary, a 30 for 30 that came out that ESPN did. It was called Jordan Rides the Bus. I want all these LeBron James fans, Shannon Sharp included, I want you guys to go watch that 30 for 30. And I want you guys to see and understand what Michael Jordan was dealing with, what he put himself through, because he refused to be treated any way different than any of those minor league players. So the reason why it's called Michael Jordan Rides the Bus is because Michael Jordan, who could have flown on private jets, he could have went on chartered buses. He rode the same buses as all the other minor league players. He wanted to be treated just like all the other minor league players. He didn't stay in any fancy hotels or ride in fancy buses. He went and did everything that the other guys were doing. He wanted to be just one of the fellas. This is what Michael Jordan did. He didn't have to do that, but that's what he did. He put himself through that. So when they try to say that Michael Jordan was resting for 2 years or he took a break for 2 years and that's why he was able to do X, Y, Z, oh, he had time off. No, he didn't. Michael Jordan was playing baseball. He was once again training his body in a different manner, which actually hurt his basketball when he came back. But he wasn't taking no days off. He wasn't sitting on a beach somewhere with his feet up. Michael Jordan was actually grinding, actually dealing with worse stuff because he wasn't being treated like a professional athlete anymore. He was being treated like a minor leaguer, as just a regular guy. So the conditions he was dealing with were a lot tougher. You're driving around these crummy buses, going from city to city, right? Playing in these games on these fields in these small towns. That's what Michael Jordan was doing. You heard the pitching coaches and some of these other coaches on these minor league teams. They said Michael Jordan was there in the morning for batting practice, and he was the last one to leave. So he was out there putting the work in. He wasn't lollygagging, hanging out. He was actually putting in the work to become a better baseball player. No days off, not hanging out. LeBron James has taken more vacation time on the court than Michael Jordan ever did when he was retired to play baseball. And those are the facts, man. LeBron James has been lollygagging and resting for years now on the court, actively resting right in front of their faces. Shannon Sharp got nothing to say about that. Right? LeBron James fans got nothing to say about that. Even though he's been resting for years on the court, in the middle of plays, LeBron James resting. They're going to talk about Michael Jordan. In the time that he took off from 1998 to 2002 when he came back for the Wizards, what do you think guys think Michael Jordan was doing? Michael Jordan did not come back in great shape like that. He had gained weight. He had got out of shape. But he still came back, worked himself into shape that first season on the Wizards, and was able to be effective on the court, even though, like I said, he wasn't keeping himself in shape prior to those years prior to that. So if anything, Michael Jordan actually had a harder time than LeBron James did by actually staying and playing basketball consistently all those years. But once again, LeBron James rested many, many times on the court. He actively rests. When you talk about the minutes LeBron James played, a lot of those minutes of LeBron James walking, standing around, lollygagging, arguing with referees, crying and moaning, laying on the floor. How many minutes combined has LeBron James laid around on the floor, rolled around the floor? I've never seen Michael Jordan do that kind of level. LeBron James always on the floor, rolling around. That's minutes. That's LeBron James resting right there. They won't call this stuff out, though. You guys know the deal, man. LeBron James get exposed again. We knew he was going to play the 82 games. We knew he wasn't going to be able to. He knew he wasn't going to be able to, but he wanted to talk all that talk, run his mouth as if he was going to try to do that because he's a true competitor. Oh, I spent all this money on my body. I spent all this time on my body, and I'm doing X, Y, Z, but you can't be on the court for 82 games. Can't do it. None of these guys can do it. They're not built that way. I tell you guys, it's more mental than it is physical for these guys. And LeBron James don't have that mentality like that to go out there and battle, to be a true competitor, because he's not trying or playing to win games. That's not what it's about for him. And once again, he fails to do something that Michael Jordan did, and that's play 82 games at 39, 40 years old. Another fail for LeBron James. Once again, another thing that LeBron James can't reach Michael Jordan in. These are the facts, guys. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.